Good evening, folks. Here I am, talking to myself. It's the 12th of August, 2025, and it's nearly 20 minutes past midnight. It's another quiet night, and I was hoping to see some meteorite activity tonight. It's the Perseids at the moment. But alas, here in Wales it is cloudy and raining. So instead, I shall read you a little excerpt from a very short story I wrote recently called The Return of the Prodigal. James Worrell watched the shadows of clouds drifting across the far hillside. His gaze roamed critically upwards to the sheep-dotted higher pastures, and then paused at the line of Scots pine that crowned the rocky topmost ridge. Slowly he dropped his eyes down until they rested on the single tall megalith in the tree-bordered meadow before him. It was called the Turning Stone, though none now remembered the origin of that curious name, for it had stood unmoving for some 5,000 years, unyielding to either man, weather, or time. Erected when the pyramids were still only an unquarried dream, its surface still bore the spiral patterns etched by a forgotten people. The meadow grass was long, uncropped and ready to become hay, and it was filled with vetch and betony and sorrel, yarrow and hawkbit, and the rippling mingled sward moved in the eddying flow of the gentle breeze. The rising sun behind him cast his own shadow alongside that of the old men here, and both pointed down across the verdant lea towards the wending tree-clad river that flowed along the valley floor. One long summer ago, before he had gone away to the Great War, Worrell had brought a woman here, and they had made love amongst the sighs and dames of these wildflowers, naked beneath the timeless stars. Her name had been Thora, and her hair had been a fiery red that had mirrored her desperate passion. He felt a sudden pang as he stared at the undulating, flower-studded turf before him. It had been just here, on an old woolen blanket in the lee of the monolith itself, a pagan consummation on a distant midsummer's eve. They had pledged themselves to each other forever, but she had been lost to him in the dark years of Flanders mud that had followed. He wondered what had happened to her, and if she still lived, where she was now.